Hi everyone, welcome to Rock Your Foundation. My name is Jody Stein. Come on in, say hello, tell me where you're joining from. If you're watching this part right now, you are more than likely catching the replay. So just comment hashtag replay. And I am just gonna pin my shopping link here for you, and I'm gonna share this to my group page and my personal page, and then we will get started. I'm gonna do another soft eye look with a liquid eyeshadow and palette 6. I love palette 6. It's kind of like my go-to. If I never know what shadows to use, hi Sue, if I never know what shadows to use on a certain day, I just grab palette 6. It's just such a pretty palette. So let me just quickly share this. Okay. And then I'm gonna pin my shopping link. Hi, Cornell. All right, so we are gonna start with Businesslike liquid eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna sweep that on all over my eye. I've just placed an order and I forgot to add my liquid shadows that I needed replacing. So we're gonna pop this and we're just gonna blend it out, and I need a little bit more. We're just gonna blend this out with my fingertip. And kind of go up a little bit higher. And then I'm gonna go in with this fluffy blending brush and just make sure that it's all dry. So the liquid shadows are really, really great because they do not crease up on you throughout the day. They're budge proof, smudge proof, crease proof, they're foolproof. You saw how easy that it went on. If you are a beginner, if you are just beginning to apply some makeup, or if you're a novice, the liquid eyeshadows are like the easiest thing ever to work with. So now we're gonna go in with palette 6, and I'm gonna use this. We're gonna use 2 colors today in this palette. We're gonna use this color, and then we're gonna pop a little bit of this one in the inner part of my eye. But first I'm gonna go in with the matte burgundy color, and that one is called Blazing. And I am just gonna pop that in with a kind of like a fluffy flat brush. And we're gonna just stamp it into place right here on the outer part of my eye and build it up into Businesslike. How is everyone today? It's already Wednesday. I woke up and I'm like, how is it already Wednesday? The weeks just keep going by faster and faster, I swear. And then if you need more product, you can go back in and get more product. Thank you. I've just been super lazy. That's all that is just I do not feel like doing my hair because it's so cold out that every time I leave my house to go get Brody or take Brody to school or pick him up from school, I'm just throwing on my winter beanie, and there's no point in curling my hair. So that's all that is about. Okay, so you see how I just kind of built, you just go back in with a little bit more product and you just keep tapping it into place, and then you can go in with that fluffy blending brush and you can just blur them together. And then I think I need to go up a little bit higher on this eye. All right, so 2 colors. You could just leave it like that, but I'm going to do a little bit extra. I want to have a little bit of shimmer in my inner corner, so we're going to go and pick up that first color called Delightful. Delightful is a almost like a glitter shade, so you have to be really, and it's very, you have to be very careful when you pick it up. So I always recommend picking that color up with your just your fingertip. And we're just gonna pop that right here, just on that inner part. Okay, and I think I have a little bit more in this eye than this one. So we're gonna go in a little bit more on this eye here. Okay. And then we can just lightly tap that out. Okay, super easy. That's it. That's all I'm doing for eyeshadow today. I might, once I do my foundation, I might go in with a, probably the brown, I'm thinking maybe the brown color in this palette, and we'll pop that in on my lower lash line. Okay, so just liquid liner, sweep that over the top lash line. Once you work with liquid liner and get used to it, you'll definitely get the hang of it, I promise. It took me a little while, a little bit of practice, but I'm so glad I stuck with it because I do not tug on my eyes anymore to get my eyeliner on. That's probably one of the best things I've ever done, is learned how to use liquid eyeliner. All right. Okay, so we got the first coat on with the skinny wand. Now we're gonna go in with that, the big wand. We're just gonna separate, lengthen, make them more full. I finally opened a new tube of Twisted the other day, and I can't, it's always amazing what a new tube of mascara does. However, I don't know if you're like this, but I personally, when I first open a tube of mascara, I actually don't really like it until I'm about maybe 4 days into it. I don't know if it's just like too new. Okay, and this eye always gets longer. So I'm gonna go back over here and try to lengthen these lashes a little bit. Okay. All right, let's move on to foundation. We are gonna use my spray foundation. We're gonna use the liquid concealer, and I am going to apply it with my damp beauty blender. All right. So we're just gonna spray this right on here, right onto the sponge, and we are going to start pressing and blending it out. I start in the inner part of my face. That's where I need the most coverage. I don't need a whole lot of coverage over on the side of my face by my hairline. I am on episode 4. I think I'm almost done with episode 4 of Firefly Lane. And I remember years ago, when I was like on a huge reading kick, I had downloaded a sample of Firefly Lane. but I never finished it. But I love Kristen Hanna. I've read, let's see, what books have I read of hers? I know Winter Garden was one of them. She's just a really, really good author, and it's a good series. Yes, I'm enjoying it. Okay, you see how I just stipple that into my skin? Just like that. Okay, so we're gonna do the other side. Just tap, 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 tap. I already did my primer routine, which is my skincare. Then I go in with my setting spray, my Behold setting spray, and then my mattifying primer, and then another shot of my setting spray. And then I let that set on my skin. While I do my eyebrow, I usually do my eyebrows and then my eye makeup, and then my primer is set and ready to go for my skin. Okay, we're just blending this down. And then we're just gonna do a small spray for my forehead. Do you mean that the book is better, or is it following along pretty well? It's like I said, it's been a long time, so I can't really remember. And I only downloaded the sample, and then I never downloaded the entire book. All right. So I will say this about applying your foundation with a damp beauty blender. It does take a little bit more time. The brush is definitely faster, but I love the way it looks when I'm done with the beauty blender. It just looks like my skin, and it's so lightweight. It's not heavy at all. We are going to go in now with the Skin Solution Concealer, and we're going to apply it like I did yesterday. I'm just going to take a little bit on my ring finger, and we're going to let that warm up. And then we're just going to I just get a smaller amount. And then we're going to blend that in with the other side of the beauty blender. Okay. Okay. That is where I'm going to Good to go. Let's go ahead and set this with some setting powder. And I'm just going to take this fluffy brush. Always tap off the excess. And I dug out a different lipstick. I went to my website to see what lipsticks were available, and I haven't used this one in a while. It's called Stately. And so when I was in my makeup trunk looking for it, I also came across my Malibu bronzer. It's no longer available, but I love this bronzer, so that's the bronzer we're going to use today. Some things are from the book. Yeah, that's usually the way it is. The books are just always better, aren't they? Okay, so let's go ahead and do bronzer. Let's see. So I will admit, I'm not a huge Katherine, is it Katherine Heigl? I'm not a huge Katherine Heigl fan. I don't know. But she's doing a pretty good job in this series. But I love, is it Sarah Chalke? I think that's her name, is the blonde actress. I love her. I love her character. I really like that actress. So for me, it's kind of helping me get through just with her character. I am liking this eye look a lot. It is fun. Okay, so we're just gonna do my nose. So I mentioned probably about a week ago or so, I was like, does anybody know if your nose keeps growing when you get older? I think I kind of figured it out. Because when your Facebook memories come up, and a lot of my old videos will come up from like 3 and 4 years ago, I've just gained weight. I have just gained weight. So I think, obviously you can gain weight in your face. And I think that's my problem. I've just gained weight. So, not super surprised by that. But it's amazing how you don't really notice it until you go back and either look at old photos, or for me, I've got all of my old videos that will pop up, and I'm like, oh, good grief. Thank goodness for contour, right? Okay, so we're just softening up that line. I keep bugging my brow here on this side. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love Malibu bronzer. I cannot wait for Younique to bring back a bronzer. And as amazing as this one is, whenever they bring a new product out lately, it's just been even more amazing. So I'm excited to see what they have in the works for a bronzer. Let's go ahead and do, we are going to do, what blush do I want to do? We're going to do Stunning. We're just going to do that hot pink blush. Maybe I should do a blue shadow under my eye. What do you guys think that would look like? A blue, like the blue shadow from palette 7. Then we're gonna go in with Iridescent. Okay, we're gonna just slightly blend everything out again, just to make sure there's no harsh lines. Okay, we are gonna do Stately lipstick, and I'm probably gonna pop in, I'm probably gonna pop this in the center too, to just ombre it out. So let me grab a lip liner. Okay. Stately is a nice, bright, kind of like a mauve rose color. And just a tip, just scrape off that excess. You don't need, less is more. You don't need a lot of this product. Hi, Teresa. Oh my gosh, I just realized that I thought you were somebody else that I was talking to. And then I just looked up again and saw it was your name. So I apologize. Hello, how are you? You're watching the series too? Yeah, it's so good. Isn't this a pretty color? I really like that. I think that is pretty. So again, this color is called Stately. Okay, but you know I can't just leave it like that. I have got to put a little bit of a highlight in the center. So we are just gonna grab iridescent, but we're gonna grab the powder. We're gonna just pop that in the center. Like that. Okay, let's go ahead. I don't really want to ruin this, but I think I'm gonna pop in a little bit of the blue. I think I'm gonna pop in a little bit of this blue underneath on my lower lash line, and hopefully I don't ruin this look. Yeah, I completely forgot about Stately until I went to the website, and I just wanted to see what colors were available, and that was one of them. And I was like, I haven't used that one in a while, so we are gonna use it. Okay, let's grab the blue. Okay, tap off the excess. I don't want that falling onto my cheeks. And we are just gonna pop it right here. That's not the right brush, it's too stiff. Let me grab a different brush here. Let me see if this one works. Okay, let's grab this one. It's not too bright. I think it almost kind of looks like a soft black. And once I put the mascara on the bottom, it'll be fine. What do you think? I like it. I think it looks good together. Okay, that's it. Let's do a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes, and then that's it. We're good to go. Okay, there you guys go. There is the finished look. Let's spritz on some fragrance. Oh my God, my mascara one. Let's do a little bit more setting spray. You can see the blue? Okay, good. I can see it in my mirror, but from my view in the camera, it doesn't look like it's coming across blue. It looks like it's coming across black. So we're just going to do another spritz of setting spray. Let dry. And that is it, ladies. Thank you for hanging out with me. I always appreciate it when you guys hop on with me. It gives me somebody to talk to. If you have any questions about the products I use in this video, just let me know. If you need any recommendations, I am your girl. I can help you out. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and evening. And I will be back here tomorrow. We'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.